Are you ready to deepen your spiritual journey, nurture your faith, and discover new insight? Look no further. The Twi Sabbath School app is here to guide you on your path to enlightenment and spiritual growth. Download now and experience the transformative power of studying and listening to the Word of God. It is totally free.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. And in a couple of weeks' time, the Ghana Black Stars will be taking on Madagascar and Comoros. Coach Chris Hughton has been issued a warning from the communications director in that respect. A win is mandatory. We'll hear exactly what Henry Asante-Chum had to tell the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars following poor performances in the recent friendlies versus USA and Mexico. We're also going to talk about Kudus Mohammed. He spoke after he made his first full start in the Premier League for West Ham United. It did not end well, and Kudus was not a happy bunny as his side lost at home to Everton in the Premier League. First full start, many people wanted. He got it. It did not go according to plan. And Mumin was on target in his side's 2-2 draw in the La Liga. We'll talk about all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it and first start off from the camp of the Ghana Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton, who has been issued a quote-unquote stern warning ahead of Ghana's 2 games versus Madagascar and Comoros, yes, in the World Cup qualifier. It kicks off on the 16th of November. Ghana will take on Madagascar here at home before traveling to Comoros. Coach Chris Hughton, after the poor performances in the international friendlies versus the United States and Mexico, has been given a form of warning by the comms director. Chum has cautioned that failing to secure wins could lead to consequences for the coach. Hughton, the former manager of Brighton and Newcastle, has been under scrutiny following the Black Stars' recent underwhelming performances. Despite guiding the team to secure qualification for the African Cup of Nations, Hughton's previously unbeaten record was marred by a disappointing showing in friendlies in October versus USA, losing 4-0, and versus Mexico, losing 2-0. For the World Cup qualifier scheduled for November, Asante-Chum made it clear in an interview at Asempa FM that the GFA would not accept anything other than positive results. He stressed the urgency of the situation, saying we cannot afford to go into the November games and come back with another excuse. Asante-Chum also pointed out the significance of the upcoming matches and their potential consequences, as the next set of games won't take place until March of the following year. He referred to previous scenarios where poor results impacted the team's World Cup qualification chances and stated that's a wake-up call for the entire setup, including management, technical team, and the players. He emphasized that everyone involved recognizes that the team's performance needs improvement. The Ghana national team will begin their campaign in Group I, facing Madagascar at home and then traveling to Comoros. And that is the word of quote-unquote caution coming in from Henry Asante-Chum to the head coach. Well, I wouldn't call this a sort of word of caution, but we have to get realistic here. We've had Sike Akono, we've had Otto Addo, we've had Milovan Rajevac, we've had Coach Chris Hughton now. Well, we currently have Coach Chris Hughton, and throughout all those coaches' 10 years, there was only one constant in there: the Ghana Football Association Management Committee members. At what point will they have a self-reflection and see that they are probably the problem? Interference in call-ups does not help coaches do their work well. They are not giving leeway to call players who they feel will help them and what they want to achieve. The FA is demanding a lot, but not allowing the right circumstances for coaches to work. And that is how I see things. There are so many scenarios we called for coaches to be changed. They were changed, and the issues that were still the problem was what is, it pervaded despite the change in coaches. And the only constant was the FA. It's like going through a series of bad relationships and blaming the others, though they might be at fault with some things. What you have full control over is yourself. And the FA probably needs to do some soul searching and make sure that they give free rein to team selection to the coach. CK Akono admitted it after he was removed from the post, that it is a known fact. He denied it when he was imposed. So right now, any coach that is in charge and tells me that, I'll be cautious to listen to them. I know they are in a position where they cannot freely speak. So it is our job to speak, and probably maybe they are not looking for the best interest of the country if they are not able to speak. But you can only judge someone when you walk in their judge someone properly when you walk in their shoes for a couple of times. So I will hold on to that and say the soul searching needs to start from the FA and the anti-interference rather than issuing a quote-unquote warning to Coach Chris Hughton. But let me know what you think in the comments box. Next is Kudus Mohammed. He made his long-awaited full Premier League start. Didn't go according to plan, and Kudus reacted to it. Let's have a listen to what the Ghanaian said after getting his full first Premier League start.
Mo, obviously disappointing day.
Yeah, very disappointing, because we want to win every game, but it's done now. We focus on the next game.
What do you think went wrong? Obviously we had a lot of attacking talent on the pitch, a lot of good players in our team, but we just
from the start of the game, we know they are a very compact team, so we had to do more to create a lot of chances, and I think that was less today. But yeah, if we don't score, normally we shouldn't concede also, but it happened today. But then we learn from it and focus on the next game.
For you though, first Premier League start, you worked so hard for this, and you've been patient, and you got your start today.
Yeah, I know my capabilities and what I do, and I believe a lot in myself, so I'm just here settling and taking in as much as information as possible I can, and then try to input it in my game and just try to do my best for the team.
Obviously there's a lot of expectation, a lot of people know your quality, but it's going to take a little bit of time, isn't it? Minutes on the pitch and getting used to the intensity of this game.
Yeah, but I mean the expectation that I have in myself is much bigger than whatever everyone expects from me, because I know myself better than anybody else. So, but like I said, I'm just taking as much as information I can to settle in as much as I can and then do my best for the team.
Played in a number of different positions today. Manager gave you a lot of responsibility on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean we all know my best position is an attacking midfielder, number 10 role, so. But as a versatile player, when I find myself on the right, also I do my job for the team. So, but just doing my best to help the team.
Next game then, Arsenal at home, cup game. Want to bounce back?
Yeah, definitely. The good thing is there's a lot of games and there's no time for us to settle on disappointments. The focus now should be on Arsenal in the next game and how to do better.
Yeah, so you had Kudus Mohammed there. Not happy with the loss. Great to see him play his first full Premier League start, get his first full Premier League start, and he hopes for the best. No time to moan about it. They have Arsenal next, and they would need to hit the ground running. Thomas Partey will not be in action as he is out for a couple of weeks. As stated by Mikel Arteta, Arsenal will be confident after the 5-0 win over the weekend in Ketia with a hat-trick. In midweek, it's back to League Cup action. So we'll see what happens over there. I did not watch the game, but what I saw, it was a really, really abysmal performance from the whole team. It's difficult to call out Kudus and say probably he did not do much or there was not so involved. The whole team had a bad day at the office and they were made to pay for it dearly. So chin up and move on from there. Abdul Mumin was on target for his club side Rayo Vallecano as they drew 2-2 in La Liga. Mumin is someone who has also been a sort of a wonder for me. He does not get as much opportunities as he should. Has not played for the Black Stars despite being called several times into the national team. He should be called in the next upcoming friendlies with the news that possibly Jiku might not be available. We'll see what Coach Chris Hughton does on that front. But Mumin on the score sheet for Rayo Vallecano in that draw 2-2. So that has been it for today. Kudus get his first full Premier League start. Did not end well. His team lost. Step one into Chris Hughton and Mumin on target. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.